this practice was a review of last week's contents. So, ね、それ何ですかってここで、なんだインポータントポイントは何ですかって言ってね、What is an important point? はい、プ君。この In this slide, what is the most important page? What is the most important? Which page is the most important? どれが一番重要 Which page is important? Most important in the last week's contents? どれですかねどれでしょう Which page is the most important? とかまあたくさんあるし many pages is there ちょっとたくさんあるんだけどもっとたくさん見た方がいいですかたくさんページがあるんだけど Which page is the most important? まあちょっと後ろの方がいいとしてるだろはい、どれでしょうここで例えばこの中でページナンバーどれでしょう Which page number? はい、なんか3番誰がいいよはい18どれかなこれかこれなんだっけこれは何だかといったらこれはスイッチセーフティースイッチだよねセーフティースイッチもまあ OK で、まあ、これも重要なんだけど、だからなんだっけセーフティーコンファメーションよりもやっぱデンジャラスコンファメーションよりもセーフティーディテクティングタイプ is better って言ったよねまあそれもそうだけどでもちょっとファンダメンタルなところは何でしょうもっともうファンダメンタル、プラン to do the risk assessment って何でしょうこの中で言えばそれは多分はい何でしょうこれこれはなんかこのなんだっけソフトウェアリミテーションとなんかエレクトリックサーキットリミテーションとメカニカルリミテーションと3ステップカウンターメジャーズ to prevent the overrun っていうのがあってねまあそれもまあワンエレメントだよねはいまあそうなんだけどファンダメンタルしたらどれファンダメンタルしたらこれじゃないのこのリスクアセスメントのところでさリスクアセスメントのページで何言いましたかって言ったらリスクアセスメントでここメインコンセプトをマニファクチャラー to do あるでしょメインコンセプトマニファクチャラー to do それは何ですかって言ったらほら you are a student and the student will become most of you become the engineer ねエンジニアっていうとまあ maybe many engineers doing the related to the product ね productなんか concerning about product ね making some product で product は important point は product has some user ねmost of the product any product has a user so you must provide some user's benefit by using the, what benefit you can provide by using the product you have to think of course なんか benefit ね user's benefit of course because the user pay some money コストっていうか pay some money and so therefore the counter measure of the cost the user wants to have some benefit. Yeah? But of course, you have to think about the safety, product safety. So when you think about the product safety, I said the risk assessment is very important. So to do the risk assessment, the one first step is the intrinsically safe. You have to think essentially safe. To So to do this, not only controlled safe, software controlled safe, but to more better, this essentially safe is more better than software controlled safe. So therefore, you have to this これの次に何だここじゃないや、どっかにステップとか書いてあったな。もっと下の後ろの奥か。これだ。リスクアセスメントで Certification of Estimated Status of Use っていうのは Users' attitudes for the usage scene of the product. で、first step 1. The secondly, the specify the hazard source. っていうのは、なんか、what is a hazard source? The high power source or high speed source or something. So it means, in this case, だから、今は essentially safe で essentially intrinsically safe. Intrinsically safe means that you should find the danger source and reduce the danger source as much as possible. And some safety measures you should apply. Remove and decrease the hazard source based on intrinsically safe design policy. でだからなんか you should find out what is the danger source. Danger source, reduce the danger source as much as possible. So in some case, for example, the robot case, the motor power should be reduced as much as possible. If you design the 500 watt motor, but is it possible using the 300 watt motor or not? You should think. Reduce the power source as much as possible. Reduce the power as much as possible. It's the one measure, safety measure to reduce the risk. But of course, if you do the redesigning, but and also the safeguard should be added. Reduce the size or reduce the power is some limitation. So therefore, the safeguard measure you have to design to prevent some accident. Or sixth part is excuse safeguard and additional safety measures, security measures against remaining hazard source. Then you reduce the power, but to do the remaining result of this power, of course you have to make some safety measures, security measures to do. And the safety guard is there, but also some cases accident happens is remaining. So therefore, about this risk, you have to inform. っていうのをだからこの this page とthis page is important. で safeguard, additional security measures, and residual dangerous conditions you have to inform to the users. For maybe most of you become the engineer, so therefore this point is very important, I think. This. ちょっとだからこのなんだっけ。それがこれ This is a review of the last week. So I expect you to write this kind of things. OK。はい、でした。That is the point of this exercise。はい、でした。いいや。はい、じゃあ、go back to today's part。これね。はい、this chapter is about affinity, friendliness of human coexisting robot, human-symbiotic robot. There are three parts. まあなんか、ロボットデザインpart, and this is Uncanny valley part, and our laboratories, one of our laboratories research activities part。はい、ということで、じゃあ、ファーストパートは何だったでしょうって言ったら、まずはヒューマンコエグジステンスロボットとか、ヒューマンシンビオティックロボット。例えば、ヒューマンコエグジステンスロボットとか、シンビオティックロボットは works close to people, nearby people。Cooperating robot works cooperating with people physically. Human interactive robot interact with people including mental commitment. And not only physical work, but also some mental commitment it can provide. Is an interactive robot. Life support robot, personal robot supports information processing of people, presently.Assistive robot support people at work. で、companion robot, partner robot は、accompanies people to assist many kinds of aspects, not only physically but also the mentally and the take caring and health caring or something, fooding or something. The usage of this kind of robots to work socially, manufacturing operations.Housekeeping services, public works, specialized operations, and so on. で、ロボット work for individuals。これはソーシャルワークで、これはpersonal works。で、not only movement assistance and operation support, but also entertainment, surgical treatment, occupational therapy, emotional communications, and so on.Personally, it can provide personal benefit. And the third aspect, third role of this kind of robot is the robot to understand the human being. This is a scientific work. The robot is replaced. Robot is one, especially in the humanoid robot case. By using the humanoid robot,So we can understand what human is doing, what the human is thinking. So this is looks like the cognitive developmental robotics. It is called in this field. はい、です。次ね。Many of you knows mighty atom. 鉄腕アトムね。アトムはこれ15分の何置いちゃった。わかんない。これ TV アニメーションね。TV アニメーションは多分1900覚えてないけど、ちゃんと覚えてないけど、1964年ぐらいだと思いますね。多分、maybe early 60s です。このアニメーションね。63年って書いてあるか。1963ですね。はい、です。で、Why Japanese people like robots. This is only my thinking, my consideration. はい、これ、鉄腕アトムとか、鉄人28号は、なんていうんだっけ、わかんない。英語でアイロンマンとか言うのでわかんないけど。はい、Firstly、Geiganter。Japan has Astro Boy and Geiganter, and Japanese people have grown up being familiar with these robot cartoon characters, which have forced people to robots. And this kind of animation character is very important, made very important role for Japanese people liking robots. Robot is started in Western countries, and in that case, robot is very なんていうかな、extra human とか another human, another living creatures. So therefore, this existence very scary. But in Japan, this kind of iron material, and so this is not wet. So therefore, we have some friendship to this kind of robot. はい。Secondly, multitudinous gods are enshrined in Japan for a long time, and the Japanese people are familiar with the attitudes that hearts are held also in plants and rocks. Anything has some spirit. So therefore, the Japanese people are less likely to resist by instinctive making human-like artifacts. 書いてありますね。だから、we feel some sympathy to this kind of existence. Not necessarily that this is an artifact, the artificially made, but we feel it's some sympathy. それから次はこれですね。これは、からくり。Japanese culture made people friendly to からくり人形、からくり動物。However, it is not specific in Japan because other countries also have something like automata. 例えばベトナムの人形とか、もちろんオートマトンはウェスタンカントリーズ、ヨーロピアンカントリーズ、例えばクロックメーカー、スイッツァーランドとかさ、フランスオートマタ is very famous. これエドピリオド more than 200 years ago, this kind of robot, this kind of からくり人形 has made. They got robotics research and development in Japan and basically separated from the military applications so that Japanese people do not feel guilt or uneasy to robots. So basically the robot should be used for the safety purpose, not fighting, not used for some enemy like or military applications. So therefore, we feel robot development, robotics research and development is very safe. We feel so therefore we can do that. でした。それしか書いてないね。はい。そこまでですね。OK です。それからロボット。これ何書いたっけ？ロボット。ロボットか。なんだ。Main feature. So robot's main feature, as I said last week, I have also said the embodiment. Its body, it has some physical body. and as actual bodily existence. And also that it can move is some physical existence, and it can move is a very important feature of a robot. But also this something, yes, as I said in the previous slide, some existence, we feel some kind of spirit inside of it. But the more, the robot has not only the physical body, but also it can move. It can move. Arm moves, the leg and moves. So therefore, the more moving object, we feel some character. Okay? Some characterization according to physical body movement. So therefore, the robot we feel some, not only the main body, but also some characters. So benefit from robot. Benefit. Embodiment. This embodiment lead to the physical benefit. Some physical assistance. And this characterization let non-verbal information be transmitted related to the emotional benefit. まあなんか moving door, moving something, we feel some the emotional feelings from it. So therefore the body makes the physical benefit. This character makes the emotional benefit. Okay, so therefore the pet robot とかなんかいるな。This kind of some kind of pet robot or person robot is it would provide some emotional benefit to the users. The benefit, value. As I said, theプロダクトでカスタマーっていうかカスタマーはなんかこのベネフィットに対してベネフィットに対してなんかコストを払ってくれますよと言ったんだけど、そのバリューっていうのはバリューだからベネフィットっていうかベネフィットバリューですね。だからバリューsome customer feel some value, so therefore to receive this value, the customer pays some money. So therefore expected value is supposed based on the information and the imagination before getting and using the product. まあ expecting benefit に対してなんか pay some money. But the result value is also important. Result value is evaluated after getting and using the product actually. So therefore, it is important to clarify the relationship among technology related to the robot, service provided by robot, and the user using the robot in order to design and market these robots. It means to show completely how our lives will change when these robots exist close to you. って書いてあるのは、まあなんかコスト、このなんかマニーは This is paid for the expected value, but the result after using it, the keep feeling some benefit is more important. So therefore, the product means not only for the expecting benefit, but essentially which kind of so by using this product, the customer's life will become better. We have to think. Maybe many products should provide some benefit. Benefit or value means the customer's life become better by using this product. how our life, how your life will change. Yeah. So some usage by using it, some usage, and the also by using with this product, the designer manufacturer should offer how to use it, usage of this product, and by using it, your life will become better. We have to offer, we have to propose to the customers. で、っていうことが、だからロボット is also, if robot will become the commercial product, personally, common commercial product, we have to provide, we have to propose how to use the robot, and the robot will become, make your life better. っていうのはまあ一つ。まずこれがロボット。あれこれどこか。これか。はい、ロボットですね。で、アストロボーイ、go back to the アストロボーイ。で、アストロボーイは is a shareable existence in Japan. っていうのは shareable existence. We are sharing the atom is very good robot. So the statement, it is the aim of my research is to realize the Astro Boy by a robotics researchers is acceptable and understandable for general public in Japan. Yes, because the general public feels the atom, Astro Boy is a very good guy, a good boy. So to develop this is very good work. Even if all about Astro Boy cannot be realized by a single robot researcher, he or she can pick up some technical element, technical aspect, and tackle it according to his her own interest and ability. It is also acceptable. っていうことですね。で、だけど、but our present technology is now, even now, far from the Astro Boy's performance. So therefore, the Astro Boy syndrome, spelled by Astro Boy, is there. Because if the customer receives the robotic product, robot-like product, customer expect the benefit from the robot like the Astro Boy. But the present technology is not enough to realize the Astro Boy itself. So thereforeさっき言ったあそこだよ。これだ。expected value, result value. If it is separated, it is not good. The expected value and the result value should be the same. Should be the same. For the people, Japanese people's recognition to robot is called and bounded by Astro Boy too much. So people require various benefit from a robot too much from the beginning, expected. And then they become disappointed when they find the gap between the Astro Boy and the actual robot. So therefore we think it the spell by Astro Boy. A robot should have a suitable appearance. So therefore the humanoid appearance is not good because the humanoid robot, but it's far from the human being performance. Robot should have a suitable appearance from which we can estimate its present function and capability. というのはまあ one thing. If we provide a humanoid robot, the people estimate human servant. present human robot is a little bit far from the human operator, human worker. So therefore, it has some gap. っていうのが一つの話ですね。それってなんだっけ To make new technology, service get on right track for the new business. How to make it a business, robot business. Three indispensable aspects we feel is one is technology. Of course, to realize some product, the technology is necessary. Whether it is technically possible or whether it is supplied stably, feasible or not, we have to discuss before planning some products. Relationship with the user in performance, function, etc. is investigated, and the work about which is mainly assigned to the engineers. And this is engineer's work. The technical aspect is engineer's work. Which kind of feature, which kind of function should be included in this functions to realize it, to realize this function. It's the engineer's work. And the benefit. Whether the income and outgo is balanced and whether the circulation and collection of money are realistic, it means favorable or not. This is the beneficial or not. Beneficial or not. Relationship with the user implies this distribution, etc. is investigated. And the work about which is mainly assigned to the sales staff or the managers. まあだから、cost benefit ratio. Cost benefit ratio, we have to think the cost benefit value, benefit. 書いてね。Cost benefit ratio is very important. ですね。それから3番目は actual demand. Whether the user demand in daily life and whether he or she accepts the value, it means it is necessary or not. This is a planner. This work is planner's work. まあ、total managers, general managers work.Should design the motion in real world along with the passage of time. So the robot has a moving, so therefore the robot movement in time sequence is also we have to think. Yes, it can be realized, but it is too slow movement is not good for the users. It can move.But the precision is not good enough. If it is so, it is no good. ということが書いてあります。はい。This part is a password. ね、なんかロボット。なんだっけなんとかだ。Discussion on human-symbiotic robot part ね。This part.はい、次。Next は何だっけfriendliness of coexistence system. Mainly about the Uncanny valley の話ね。Uncanny valley の話はどこですかって言って、これか。はい。friendliness, affinity on coexistence system, necessity of developing affinity 書いてありますけど、physical affinity、psychological affinity とか、psychological affinity って書いてあるのか。familiarity against users, toward users. User understand robot as anthropomorphic being, animal-like, human-like existence. So therefore, the robot's form and shape should be similar to the human and the animals. Is one consideration, one thinking. Robots should operate autonomously in intelligent behavior, not giving strange feeling and uncomfortable feeling to users, but make familiarity or affections. ね、なんか to promote friendliness, to promote affections is one important to make the robot familiar to users. To do this, the positive affinity means some cuteness, how to make the cuteness, the friendliness, how to make friendliness. So the transference, it's easy to communicate. Light-heartedness, playfulness, なんか positive or voluntary movement is voluntary interaction is very important. Encourage the interactions. Not only cuteness or friendliness is making mainly about the outward appearance. And some reactions or movement, positive or voluntary movement makes this thought transference and light-heartedness. But oppositely, the negative affinity is neglectfulness or saturity is also we have to take care. But one product, ちょっと in any product has a problem about saturation,ね、フレンドリーネスでも、インテレストでも saturated and decreased gradually. To degrees, users will to interact to is made the psychologically saturation is and weirdness とか scarefully これはネガティブで we should prevent this kind of aspect. So thereforeなんか手法としては measurement and analysis of affinity is mainly the questionnaire survey ですね。questionnaire survey. Subjective impression is acquired from many various subjects, person. And free answer question or specified answer question or semantic differential method and so on. There are many questionnaire survey method and technologies is there. And numerical measurement is mainly about the physiological amount. For example, the heartbeat or the breathing or the setting or some blood hormone levels or something. Eye movement or many physiological amount to measure is there in the human body. So therefore this kind of the subject, the state of mind is estimated based on that. By using it, it is used for the evaluation of some products. で、それで Uncanny valley. Uncanny valley means the product should 例えばなんか animal-like, human-like products is should be similar as much as possible or not. The Professor Masahiro Mori is proposed this theory in 1970s. If the similarity is increasing, the reaction or friendliness become higher and higher, but certainly it is decreased And then it is so people feel more favorable impression and empathy on robot made similar to a human being or outward appearance and movement. But it suddenly changed to the strong disgust like this from some point. Moreover, when people cannot distinguish from the human appearance, so the it is very close to the human looks like, the movement, it turns strongly favorable impression against and human-like friendliness we feel. It is his theory. So therefore the Uncanny Valley is the very famous theory. What is Uncanny Valley? ちょっとこの2分半ぐらいビデオを見ますか? What is Uncanny Valley?
We've all come face to face with the Uncanny Valley. You might have been watching a movie, playing a video game, or watching the colorful animatronics at Disney World. You had that gut feeling that something just wasn't quite right. In 1970, Japanese robotics engineer Masahiro Mori first coined the term Uncanny Valley. Mori noticed that the more human his robots appeared, the more people reacted positively towards them. However, when the robots appeared very close to humans, but not enough to be convincing, people found them to be visually revolting. This chasm between nearly human and fully human is what Mori identified as the Uncanny Valley. With the advent of CGI technology, discussion about the Uncanny Valley has been more prevalent than ever, as filmmakers and animators alike have continued to struggle with it for decades.
まあだからfirstly the 例えばコンピューターゲームデザイナー or the CG movie designer feels this kind of uncanny valley. So the human-like character should be moved in the games or the movies, but it's not enough similar to the human being. It makes scare or horrible to the audiences. So therefore, this is actually felt by the game designer, movie producer, firstly.
One of the most prominent examples is the film Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. The film featured more realistic CGI animation than had ever been attempted. The main character, Aki Ross, was composed of over 400,000 rendered polygons and 60,000 fully rendered and animated hairs. Despite this meticulous attention to detail, the film bombed. The failure of Final Fantasy has been largely attributed to the Uncanny Valley, which was a major source of criticism from filmgoers and critics alike. That same year, DreamWorks Animation Studios narrowly avoided the Uncanny Valley themselves. During a test screening for the film Shrek, children started crying because the main character, Princess Fiona, had been rendered too realistically, giving her a spooky effect. As a result, the animators of the film toned down the character's realism and made her features more cartoony. But fear of the Uncanny Valley has not stopped filmmakers and animators from continuing to try and innovate realistic CG animation. The Polar Express, a film released in 2004, pioneered new motion capture technology. This process involved recording the movements of live actors for their animated counterparts. The filmmakers hoped that this new technique would remove the unnatural movement of digital characters that made audiences uncomfortable. This technology was received with mixed success. Technology may someday reach a point where the Uncanny Valley is no longer a problem. Robots in animation could become so sophisticated that they blend in seamlessly with reality. One thing is certain, technology will never stop trying to push the limits of realism. The Uncanny Valley is here to stay. For more?
っていう話なんだけどね。だからまあ presently it is almost overcome, but in 2000 years and 0 years and 10 years this kind of problems, early 10s this kind of problem is there. So for example, firstly, the Uncanny Valley Digital Emily project is very famous about the computer graphics engineers. Because the motion capture system and the rendering some emotional expressions is tried firstly about 10 years ago.
Imagemetrics is a markerless performance-driven animation company. We specialize in high-quality facial animation for video games and films. With mocap, markers are placed all over an actor's face, and the actor is then required to perform in front of dozens of special cameras. With image metrics, however, there are no markers or special cameras. The actor's performance is simply recorded into video, and the video is then analyzed by our proprietary computer vision software. Well, the actor is captured on video, and then the video is analyzed by our computer software, and the actor's performance is used to drive any facial rig. The client gets back animation curves on the rig. I don't know. What do you think? Well, I think that they have a long way to go. I've seen better. It sucks. Whew. I mean, really? Can we just skip that question? They really, really are bad. Not good. Terrible. Actually. Yeah.
まあだからフェイストラッキングシステム and then the developed image is pasted on correctly to her face in the movies でまあちょっといろいろ見ると maybe how to realize this CG Emily とか書いてあって presently this image matrix company is the famous about augmented reality mobile augmented reality あれまあ
We're Image Metrics, the mobile augmented reality company for social engagement. Born from facial recognition research with roots in entertainment, we are the company behind the best experiences in mobile AR today. Our highly innovative tech focuses on two main areas, enabling virtual consumer product try-ons, as well as AR effects and filters. Billions of images and videos are shared online every day. So what is making your content stand out? User-driven content is now consumed in 10 seconds or less. Advertisers are now rethinking how to achieve mobile activation. We enable our partners to target customers through apps, online kiosks, and large-format interactive media in creative ways. The realism of our 3D and interactive animations are technically superior to anything seen in the market today. Our proven apps have entertained hundreds of millions of zombies, survivors, die-hard fans, unicorns, animal lovers, and more than 200 countries united by the Rio Olympics.
まあそういう今 AR のカンパニースマートフォンの AR カンパニーになっているですでこれは about 5 years ago the digital actors go beyond the Uncanny valley ということで one important movie is Curious Case of Benjamin Button ってYou know? ブラッド・ピットの映画でこのメイクが CG メイキングmovie scene けど how to make this movie scene っていうかこの faces これがアクチャルキャプチャーでこれはブラッド・ピットのフェイスアクティングでそうするとこの CD キャラクター is moved これアクティングで実際のこの this faces レンダーとっていうかオーバーレイト actual acting から change to this by graphics. ここからこうやってこうやってここにpresently it's not the special making, but only the CGs, graphics, computer graphics to make this face っていうのがまあここら辺にこう書いてあって、であともうトータルボディ、デジタルキャラクターズ、デジタルアクターズ is also provided right here. デジタルダブルって書いてあるけど、まあこれデジタルキャラクター is also provided. まあこうやってたくさん many kinds of characters is also provided right here. まあいいやというようなことがここに書いてあったりします。Okay?ちょっとあと CG で有名なのはなんかローガンっていう映画がフェイマスなんだけど、あ、そうだ、ランドスケープ is also made by これはこのグラフィックスのカンパニーのイメージエンジンっていうこのランドスケープシーンとかもThis part and this part is mixed and like this. この this scenery も made by フル CG でまた paint といってこのパーツをコンビネーションのパーツこのシーンとかもこのフロントサイドのランドスケープとかもこのマウンテンとかseveral layers is overlaid この this scene もこの CG のフレームもですよ。もうだから、most of them, we cannot distinguish real captured scene or the computer made scene とか、we cannot distinguish です。ということで、これ書いてあったのは Nobody wants social robots that looks like human because they threaten our identity まあいいや、これはスキップで。アンカニーバレーのこのプロフェッサー森、トリビュートとプロフェッサー森は about more than 5 years ago, the workshop has been held. And then the several robotics researchers did some lectures about this Uncanny Valleys. So if you are interested in, you should access here. And also the Uncanny Valley is also it is confirmed by some data. This is one paper. This paper showing a researcher did this work. The real actual robot faces and also some the characters faces and others, digital character spaces, also this is why many people, many subject person is used to this kind of questionnaire survey. And then it is confirmed that human likeness and the likability is given like this, mechanical or this robot-like and CG-like and more better. This kind of only tendency is confirmed by using this kind of real images given to the various subject. はい、これがセカンドパートね。で、サードパートは Our Laboratories the Research Result なんだけど、Informative Kinetics っていうのを Human Machine System っていうのを We are proposing. And まあいいや、はい、Informative Motion っていうのをやっていて、Appellative summarizing the configuration, structure, and the movement behavior, including explicit information, both in creatures and the artifact ってやっていて、based on some common sense and empirical basis, implicit knowledge we should use to design some movement and the outward appearance ってやっていて、ディテールはルッタイプですね。Greatest feature は not only the static information but also the dynamic information we want to inform to the users. Like, for example, the upcoming movement and behavior. で、we did the emotional motion study と informative motion study で continuous movement と preliminary operation というのを we have done. それは to make the personal affinity of robot and emotional communication and information exchange with people. This is our target, our goal. So therefore, the emotional motion と informative motion というのをやっていて、まずは emotional motion, firstly about the emotional motion. By using this teddy bear robot, we ask some subject to make the 4 emotional movement using the head and the arm movement, and then extract some features from this, and some typical feature we have extracted, and design some the typical movement, emotional movement by doing this. で、例えば、this is making the principal component analysis で joy, anger, sadness, fear で only 2 aspects, amplitude, the largeness, the amplitude, and frequency. So therefore, when this basic movement is head swinging and the arm raising up, and by this, from this basic movement, how to make it joyful movement, anger movement, sadly movement, feary movement is our target. The extracting, based on this extracted feature, we implemented these basic implement features into this basic movement and made this movement of this robot, and then some observer will feel it joy or anger or sad or fear is tested. Is this work? About more than 10 years ago. This is made some paper. はい。Secondly, informative motions. The shared among people is when we are across the crossings, we can avoid contact with others, so that we can estimate the other's movement, other's speed of movement and other's direction of movement. So therefore, the fine continuous movement, this movement, how to pass some object means it's only from the starting point to the end point, means the straight go straight, or give you like this, it means this material is some typical features. For example, it is lightweight, it is heavy. The passing after lifting makes to receive receiving the preparation and estimate this weight. So therefore, we have tested this. And preliminary motion means to throw some object, the swinging, throwing forward makes landing distance. So this back swing before pitching makes the receiver feel the landing distance. So therefore, how to do is we have discussed. So therefore, for example, the first one is handover. This card box is passed from the sender to the receiver, and the receiver feels this card box is how much weight it is. So therefore, we firstly measured his movement passing to the several weight, and then extract some typical features. We designed some the heavyweight motions. ということで、purpose はweight load is presumable or not. The simulation robot とかで measured is the 3 cases we have measured, and based on these 3 measures movement, we have designed these 3 movements. So therefore, これが receiver's viewpoint. So sender is shown like this. Sender is a green one, and sender is this yellow one, and the receiver is a green one. So this is a green one's viewpoint, and it looks like this. This is a card box. You can estimate how much it is. ちょっとこれ動かないや。ごめん。ダメだ。Windows 10で動きません。ちょっとごめん。あ、ダメだ。ちょっとダメだ。ごめん。どうか。いいや。はい。こういうのやりましたよ。ことです。で、はい、こういうのやりました。ちょっともう動かないかもしれない。はい。それからスローオーバームーブメントはこれアンダースローなんだけど、フォースイングの前に before the forcing back swing だから forcing back swing and slow で the forcing back swing で by the receiver will watching this forcing and back swing, and he can estimate how long it is a landing place っていうのエスティメーションが whether it is landing place or not is discussed. So therefore, it's also the similar methodology. Currently, some subject did this work and extract some features, and then we designed new motion to throw this tennis ball to 1.5 meter distance, 4.5 meter distance, and 7.5 distance. ちょっとまあこういう一つぐらい動くか。まあ、こういうので、when watching this, the observer can estimate how long he wants to throw this ball っていうのをチェック。っていうのはまあここに例えば This paper shows the result. If you are interested, you should access later. So therefore, my interest is on the body motion in sports and the abstract expression of performing arts. So for example, this paint movement is the opposite to fake movement. Is fake to go this direction, but actually he wants to go this direction. So therefore, the fake motion means this watcher is estimating the which side he wants to move. So therefore, the which part is very special point to watch is we want to know exactly. And this kind of martial arts is also similar. then how to attack, or which part he wants to attack, we have to estimate. So therefore, the which part is important, we want to know. And ballet is also, ballet dance is elegant movement or some beautiful movement, we want to know how to make it. And the pantomime, mime motion is very important to extract the typical feature of the movement in some cases. The typology. Kretschmer is a German psychologist, is the proposing this. The bodily shape shows the psychological character he proposed. And the Lorentz or baby schema is very famous because we feel the sympathy and the take caring feeling to the baby-like shape something. So what is a typical feature of baby? What is a typical feature of baby?
There's no denying that human babies are cute, but even other species tend to have adorable infants. So why has science conditioned us to find babies so precious? Is there something specific that triggers our urge to hold and squeeze them? Interestingly, studies have found that macaque monkeys pay little attention to newborn faces, leading researchers to believe that the cute feeling may be an entirely human trait. Unlike many other species, once born, human babies are completely dependent on their parents for survival. As a result, humans have adapted to find certain traits aesthetically pleasing and downright adorable in an effort to increase interaction, care, and protection from parents. This, in turn, enhances offspring survival and perpetuates our species. But what exactly makes something seem cute? Known as baby schema, scientists have come up with a set of tested traits that make something appear cute. These include a large, rounded head relative to the body, large eyes below the midline of the face, protruding cheeks, a big forehead, round body, and soft surfaces. Aww. And no doubt, our species is born with fully grown large eyes, almost full-size brains, soft skin, big cheeks, and round bodies. In fact, in tests where baby photos are manipulated to have more baby schema traits, whether they're human babies or dogs and cats, for example, they're rated as cuter, and participants felt a stronger motivation to take care of these babies. Even when the front of cars were altered in accordance to the baby schema, like making the headlights become larger to mimic big eyes, participants experienced a more positive response. It turns out it's all in our head. When viewed
というふうに、だからなんだっけ、ラウンドヘッドとか、relatively large eyes, and the relatively lower position of eyes and round cheek and something is makes us feel that this looks like baby, and that we have to take care of it. So this kind of thing is found by the Konrad Lorenz in 1943, and also this is when the baby and growing 2 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old, it looks like this. So from this we will take the standard in here, the standardized in here, the head part is the large, longer than others while baby. So therefore we can estimate from the baby, the head size from the baby, he is a baby or not. Okay? And also this is rounding, is also estimated. Head shape and the round shape is estimated. So this is one paper. Head length and head width against the baby width is also the estimating the age of growing period. This theory, this rules is also applied to not only the living creatures but also the artifact. For as the video says, the larger light shows looks like baby in a car. So this transformation is made cardioidal. Cardioidal strain model is presented by some researchers. And also this is power law, is Kreiber's power law is here, and the power and the size, body size and the speed of movement looks like this. This is a swimming case, running case, flying case looks like this. And also the length of the legs. Length of the legs is based on the compared to the total length is also looks like this. So therefore, this robot similar to the animal living creatures shows the similar performance of animals. Yeah. So these kind of knowledge and experiences we have to include it to design some robot body. Then if it looks like cute, we should consider about this kind of theories and also the rules and the common senses by human beings. ということをなんかジャーナルペーパー I have published one paper. So therefore we have to discuss what is kawaii. Japanese culture looks like kawaii. I don't know exactly, but the Western people likes this kind of kawaii cultures. Well, that is end. Cute, attractive in pretty or endearing ways to infants, to animals. Pretty, attractive in dedicated way without being truly be beautiful and handsome to ladies. Fine, yeah. Hi. Scary, being frightened, caused fear, afraid, frightened, panic, feeling it, unpleasant. 書いてあります。はい、to design something. If you want to make it kawaii, you have to take care of something. And also, if you want to make it scary, you should do it anti-kawaii. です。OK。はい。です。ちょっともう10分過ぎましたね。